A 46-year-old businessman of Lot 72 Craig East Bank, Demerara, was today sentenced to serve 3 years imprisonment on one fraudulent conversion charge and 8 counts of false pretense charges. Gopal Tiwari appeared before Chief Magistrate Prem Bihari and pleaded guilty to all 9 charges. On Friday, May 31, 2014 in Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained from Christopher Daniels the sum of $200,000 by pretending that he was in the position to sell one Land Cruiser 2010 LX to him, knowing same to be false. The second charge stated that on May 31 at Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained from Rodwell Chilcott $4.6 million by falsely pretending that he was in a position to sell one excavator knowing same to be false. The third offense stated that between February 1 and 28, 2014 at Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained from Ryan Adolphus the sum of $7 million by falsely pretending that he was in the position to sell a parcel of commercial land at Eccles Industrial Site, knowing same to be false. Again, on March 7, 2014, at Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained from Basil Bagwandin $400,000 by falsely pretending that he was in the position to sell a motor car knowing same to be false. Another charge stated that on April 4 at Georgetown, being solely entrusted with 2,000 US currency, equivalent to $400 Ghana by Richard Austin to buy windows and building materials, he fraudulently converted the money to his own use and benefits. The sixth charge stated that on Friday, May 31, 2014 in Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained from Jadat Ramsawak $100,000 to purchase 50 tires, knowing same to be false. The seventh offense alleged between May 21 and 23, 2014 in Georgetown, with intent to defraud, Tiwari obtained from Maureen Gomes the sum of $400,000 by falsely pretending that he was in a position to sell one minibus, knowing same to be false. The eighth charge stated between January 1 and April 30, 2013 at Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained over $200 from Ezil Prescott to sell a house lot at Eccles East Bank, Demerara, which he falsely pretended was in his position to sell, knowing same to be false. The last charge read between January 1 and April 30, 2013 at Georgetown, with intent to defraud, he obtained the sum of $2.5 million from Oswin Adolphus to sell 2 house lots at Eccles and a Bedford truck, falsely pretending that it was in his possession to sell the same, knowing it to be false. He was represented by attorney at law Paul Fungafat, who told the court that his client is married with 3 children and has a sick mother and a brother suffering with cancer to take care of. The lawyer said that his client did not waste the court's time and threw himself at the mercy of the court. He was sentenced to serve 2 years on each of the false pretense charges and 3 years on the fraudulent conversion charge. All the charges will run concurrently. For HGP in the court, I'm Ralston Elliott.